And hey, it is Zennial Gamer, and we are here to talk about Necro B12. Now, we are not going to be talking about this rank 39 team. We're going to be talking about a team that is much more attainable to most people. So, in fact, we have come up with a team that is 100%, and it is, I promise you guys, it is faster than 15 minutes every single run. It's actually a little bit significantly faster. I was trying to do that team right around 15 minutes, and it came out a little bit faster, but here you go, guys. Welcome to your brand new free-to-play, double Lauren, double Fran, Yaku, all 3-star, no 2A, no T-Mog, nothing special, and this is a 100% Necro team, guys. So here you go, guys. Now, the basic theory craft behind this team, you guys know in every video I like to walk you through the theory craft. So the theory craft behind this team is pretty straightforward. I went out and I took the 5 worst monsters I could find, I put them on a team, and I went with proof of concept. No, I'm just playing, guys. Actually, obviously, Fran and Lauren are pretty OP. There is a little bit of theory craft behind this. So legitimately, this team started off as 3 Frans plus 2 Laurens. They're all multi-hitters. But it didn't provide us with enough damage. So we could kill the Necro boss, we could stay alive forever, but we couldn't actually kill the Necro boss a second time. Now, the obvious segue from there would be to bring in a monster like Shaman. So we're still at a free-to-play monster, or mostly free-to-play monster a lot of people have, but it is a 2A monster. We wanted to do something that would require a little bit less investment. And also, you know, staying in that spirit of trying to make this team as slow as is possible. So we went with Yaku, and to be fair, Yaku is probably much faster than a lot of the alternatives, but Yaku does do some really interesting stuff here. So he's got a chance to ignore defense and just, as I said it, man, I could not have timed that out better. He ignored defense right there. So on Yaku's skill 3, he's got a chance to ignore defense on the boss, so he'll actually do some big hits. But in addition to that, he does a lot of continuous damage, which is going to drop the boss much faster. Now, we legitimately do have 4 multi-hitters on this team to break the shield and set up for the Yaku. We've got 2 attack buffers. We've got a lot of heal. Before we get to the boss, the Laurens are providing us with that pushback. You might have noticed that I actually killed the minions on the mid-boss. To be fair, I didn't have to do that, but we were just trying to get this team as close to 15 minutes as we could. But yeah, this team would actually just blitz straight through the mid-boss as well, so we'll probably run it that way on the next run. But here you go, guys. This is legitimately, so I'm going to tell you the truth. This video started off as kind of a joke, but this is legitimately a team that I think is accessible to just about everybody. Now, I will show you the runes after this. I'll be honest, I have absolutely no freaking idea what the minimum rune quality is for these monsters. Obviously, this wasn't tested down, but my gut says that if you rune the Frans like a normal Fran would be runed, and you rune the Laurens like a normal Lauren would be runed, this team would actually work, guys. The Yaku's probably going to need to have a little bit of extra effective HP just to make sure he doesn't die. But ultimately, here you go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, an all 3-star, all free-to-play, sub-15 minute Necro B12 team, 100% reliable. We are now going to go, we're not going to look at the stats because the damn boss just stole the Yaku and broke up my timing. I was so spot on with that. Okay, we are getting closer to the 15-minute mark. Okay, now we are, ooh, the boss came back. Okay, we might actually get this team closer to 15 minutes. That was the goal here, right, guys? So we are still working on this all free-to-play, all 3-star, all eternal fighting, never-ending Necro B12 team, and once this fight eventually ends, we are going to go look at the stats. And, you know what, I must say it was really fitting that Yaku wiped out the boss with a skill called Wipeout, and man, I was 11/100ths of a second away from a perfect 3-point, oh no, don't restart. Damn it, why am I on auto run? Okay, guys, so we are going to take a look at the stats. Now, before we take a look at the stats, per request on this members only stream, I was asked to give out a shout out to Hawkfrost and his minuscule PP, so shout out to Hawkfrost. Okay, guys, so here we are. We are going to take a look at the runes for this OP LD3 with a Water Nat 3. Necro B12 100% team. So first off, we have my BJR5 Lauren. Now, she is in a damage build. This is a really nice build, honestly, for your Dragon's B12 team as well, assuming you're not using Trikaru. So this is basically about 85, 90,000 effective HP. We got good crit rate, good accuracy. She's literally just using an accuracy slot 6, ungrinded. The other runes I think are mostly grinded, so the rune quality here is not terrible. Okay, next up we have my PvP Lauren. Now, this Lauren is super fast. That's not good for this team. You don't necessarily need the Lauren to be turn cycling ahead of all of your other monsters because it's going to slow you down on the waves. And keep in mind that the Necro B12 boss, the actual end boss, is going to slow all of your monsters down to his speed. So all of this speed on my Lauren, this is going to be wasted on the final boss. All you really need is for your monsters to be faster than 153 so you don't get cut on the mid-boss. Or, again, if you're going for the concept of trying to get your team as close to 15 minutes as possible instead of as far away from 15 minutes as possible, make them slower than 153 and let the mid-boss go first. But yes, so this Lauren right here, she could be 154 speed. The other Lauren could be 154. Neither of them needs any damage. They both just need 54 accuracy and probably about 100,000 effective HP to make sure that they can take one hit before either of our two Frans goes ahead and heals them. Now, this is my Shield Will Fran. I use her with bomber teams. She does not violent proc. She doesn't have a ton of... she actually does have really good stats. I'm not going to lie. She does have really good stats. But once again, we don't need all this speed. 154 speed is all you need on this Fran. And you don't necessarily need to have this much effective HP either because, again, we've got two Frans healing, guys. This team is not going to die, right? If you don't die in one hit, you're not going to die. So, although my Fran does have good stats, your Fran does not need to have good stats. 154 speed, along with about 100k effective HP is going to do the trick. Now, this is the second Fran in this team. She does have, she actually has crap HP, to be honest, guys, but she's got a lot of defense. It's just because she's in a defense rune right now. High efficiency rune for sure, but it would be better if this was an HP rune. Now, does she have an attack rune also? No, she's in double defense, actually. Okay, she's in double defense runes. I didn't even know that. So there you go, guys. We've got a Fran built in double defense, intelligent design at work right here. Once again, though, 154 speed and 100k effective HP. All you really need, maybe a little bit of accuracy wouldn't hurt, so she can land a defense break. An attack break here and there. If Fran were to land defense breaks, that would be really awesome. That would be a whole new meta, guys. Fran defense breaking would make this team OP, let me tell you. But yes, so maybe a little bit of accuracy, just so Fran can land the occasional attack break. And then last and least, we have our Yaku. And I say least because he has the least base stats of just about any monster in the game. Now, Yaku is in double focus, those OP focus runes, guys. I know you're going to be diverting those away from PvP monsters. It's kind of tough to give up your focus runes. So does he need to be in double focus? No, he really doesn't. Does he need to be 203 speed? No, as a matter of fact, you want him acting last on your team. So 153 speed is perfectly fine. Now, all of these speed numbers, I got to throw this out there. All of these speed numbers I've mentioned, that assumes a max speed tower. The odds are, if you're building a double Fran, double Lauren, Yaku, Necro B12 team, you may not have a max speed tower. So in that case, you're going to want to adjust your speeds upwards a little bit. What you're actually looking for is 169 combat speed. Now, the Yaku is here basically just to do damage, so you do want to, once again, make sure he's got 100k effective HP. You can accomplish that by giving him some extra HP on his non-maxed artifacts, guys. Non-maxed artifacts. So you can give him some extra HP through those artifacts. The will runes, not necessary whatsoever. It would actually probably be nice if he had some revenge runes, but realistically, it doesn't matter. I would shoot for 100% crit rate if you want this team to be faster. As you can see, I don't have 100% crit rate, so not truly necessary either. I would definitely get him the 54 accuracy so he can land that continuous damage on the boss. And that is our team, guys. So if you pull the speed off of these monsters, because once again, you don't need this much speed, especially for this team in Necro B12. If you pull the speed off of these monsters, you'll see, I think we only have 2 violent sets in here, one on a Fran, one on a Lauren. We genuinely don't need even those violent sets. All of these monsters could be in pretty much triple 2 sets. These stats should be attainable for almost any level of the game. Now, I've run this team twice. I've done 2 runs with this team so far, guys. So 2 runs. We are at 100% success rate. I have not failed on either of those 2 runs, so I am very confident that you can succeed at least twice in a row with this team. So I am very confident that you can succeed at least twice in a row with this team. So far I've done one run at about 2.5 minutes, one run at about 3.5 minutes. Now I do think if we lower some of the damage numbers, and most importantly, if we just drop the speed down to 1x, we can get much closer to that holy grail of the 15-minute Necro run. Now, why, you ask, why would you want a 15-minute Necro run? Well, maybe, guys, maybe you just like to sleep at night, but you want to make sure that your game is never idle, right? Because you can't sleep if you feel like you're not farming. So if you can get that 15-minute Necro run, you take advantage of the brand new auto farm, you can get a solid 2.5 hours of sleep while your team is running Necro. Set an alarm, wake up after 2.5 hours, restart it, go back to bed, bam, you got 5 full hours of sleep. Now, in the video gamer lifestyle, 5 hours of sleep is absolutely golden. So, guys, I wish you the best of luck on your journey for making the slowest possible Necro team so that, like me, you can shoot for 5 hours of sleep at night. Guys, I do think this team is rock solid. I think it's gold. I mean, it looks like we're going to win 3 times in a row right here. If we can win 3 times, we can probably win 4. And we've done it with double Fran, double Lauren, Yaku. So here we go, guys. The 1x speed, this was the key. This was absolutely the key to that 15-minute run. I feel my soul being drained away watching this go in slow motion right now. I hope you do too. Okay, I think he's gone, guys. So on that note, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really doubt you found it useful, but the boss did not. Oh, we didn't kill the boss fast enough. Okay, maybe this will just be an outtake video. I don't know, guys. 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Of course, I did run on 1x speed for a while, so maybe that's not completely legit, but 4 minutes and 13 seconds. We've got a thumbnail, and now we've got an outro. So, as always, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Doubt you found it useful, but if for some reason you did, all the better, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, if you're still with me to this point, then that means that you probably liked the video, found it entertaining, or even better, both. So please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below, because those things help the channel grow, and more importantly, they show me that the video is useful, and that's the whole reason I do this in the first place.